Hello, everybody. I am GraceMarie with GraceMarie Beauty, and thank you for joining me live at 5. I am going to do a very short lesson on taking your daytime look and transitioning it into the evening look. I wanted to do this today at 5 because a lot of people are ending their work day and off to go somewhere, whether it's on a date or maybe a cocktail party or going to pick up some soil for your 16-year-old daughter, her chameleon who's laying some eggs. Either way, you will look smashing and fabulous. So you've just had your day, right? This is a daytime look. I have very little product on right now, and basically what I have on is I have penciled in my eyebrows, I have some eyeshadow, mascara, a little cheek color, and very, very sheer lip gloss. I am featuring the products that are in my Winter Wonder Love collection, which can be found at GraceMarieBeauty.com. And if you just click on the collections category, you should be able to find 11 pieces of makeup that they're awesome and they look great on everybody. And so I'm going to just basically, like I said, take this daytime look and transition it into the evening. While I'm doing this, I'm going to do a little bit of hair work as well as I explain this, and I want to just do a little zhooshing up of the hair. Kiki LaRouge, if you're watching, zhoosh is your word. Do you remember these, ladies, gentlemen? Hot rollers. They're great. So I'm just going to look funny here for a second, but just going to add a little volume to my hair. And you can do this with a curling iron, of course, whatever your thermal styling tool of choice may be. Feel free to use it. I figured I'd just bring out the hot rollers just for fun, and I haven't used them in a long time because I normally have short hair. I'm actually growing it out as best I can. What else do I want to do here? Maybe just curl this back just a little bit. So the title of this makeup lesson is called "Don't Poke Me With That," right? And the reason why I named it that is because this lesson is primarily going to be, when we get into the makeup part of it, we are going to be talking about lining and how we can use pencil liners to increase your look or up your volume for an evening look. And what happens is when when we have something sharp like this coming at you, it gets a little intimidating, and a lot of people don't like to use eyeliner because of that, because they're coming in with something sharp, and it's a lot of people have sensitivities to the eyes, and we want to make sure we're careful about that. So I am going to show you a couple of things you can do to not have to be so intimidated with eyelining. So I'm just going to keep these curlers in my hair until I'm done with my makeup. So again, I have some eyeshadow on, I have some mascara, a little bit of blush, and I have a little bit of lip gloss. So what I'm going to do in just a couple of easy steps is show you how to increase the volume and be ready for that date or wherever you're going tonight. This is part of the Winter Wonder Love collection. This is my charcoal pencil, and you see what I mean? They're sharp. Right? They start off sharp. This pencil is a kohl pencil. It's K-O-H-L. And what kohl means is that basically this has zero wax content, and it will glide on very, very, very easily. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things. You can line your eye directly with the pencil, and what you do is you hold it on its side, and then you can pull a little bit and then line. Okay, if you want to get a nice precise line, you can do that. But just lean it on its side, and that will, you see how horizontal, a line is always horizontal, right? And then you switch over and you can do the other side. Or if you have sensitive eyes, or you maybe want a less precise look and a more smudgy smoky look, I take a brush. This is called a cat's tongue, this brush. Now, with my brushes, because I do have an art background, I did teach fine arts for a little bit, I tend to use artist brushes that you find at a craft store. So here's my brush, and what I just did was I colored my brush with the eyeliner so that way you have a little bit more control and you can make it a little bit more smoky, smudgy. And that's what I want to do. As we tend to age, sorry about this, but as we tend to age, the softer the look we get around our eyes and around our face, a little bit more younger we're going to look. So I'm going to start off here on my right eye and just I'm just feathering this in, just going a little back and forth. And I'm going to get in that corner, make a teeny tiny V, okay? Just like that, okay? Can you see that? I know the lighting isn't the greatest here. Same thing, I'm going to do the other eye now, okay? Coloring in, just color in your brush. Remember, this is a kohl pencil, so it has 0 wax content. It's very creamy. It will go on this brush very, very easily. And then you can put as much as you want or as little as you want on. Okay? And you see I'm just going back and forth, keeping it steady, and then again a little bit in the V area, little V here, okay? Now, that might not be entirely noticeable or the amount of makeup desired for some people, so you can take it up. It's always easier to add makeup than it is to take away, so just build it up, build it up, build it up, okay? Oh, and that happens too, excuse me. All right, so what we're going to do, now I have a paper towel here, very important, for safety and sanitation reasons, I just dropped this pencil. So even if it is your product, you need to keep it safe and clean so that you don't give yourself anything, okay? Anything that can hurt you or make you infected, right? You don't want conjunctivitis. So I did just drop that on the floor. I'm going to take the tip and on its side, I'm just going to push off so that I don't have to worry about what was on the floor. So I am going to line the water line. Now, a lot of people feel or believe, have maybe been told that we cry from the bottom. We do not. We actually shed our tears. They come from the top and go down. So if you've been told that you're going to clog your water line, a doctor has told me that that is actually incorrect. Now, if you have dry eye or sensitive eyes, then don't do what I'm going to do. I am going to line the inner rim, okay, because I want a little bit more, I want a little bit more drama, okay? So you see there's a difference. My eyes are framed out a little bit more. If you want to build it and you cannot put it on your inner rim or your water line, then what you'll do is just take the pencil on its side and you can just go along your lash line right underneath, okay? If anybody has any questions out there that joined, hi Diane and hi Rosanna. I think Peter joined. Thank you so much for joining. And Kristen, hey. So any questions out there, feel free to ask. And listen, I have Face by Grace makeup art lessons where you'll have me actually teach you a 2-hour class. You can book a private class or a group class. And I'm going to be working in Beverly, Mass. at a salon called Sheer Radiance. And also there is another salon that that Sheer Radiance was associated with. It's Renew Salon. So the gals in Beverly, Talena Davis and Rebecca Camarata, I'll be sort of floating around, but primarily I will be at Sheer Radiance and going to be hosting all different types of events. And one of the events that we'll be having on a regular basis will be the Face by Grace makeup art lessons. So you can choose your curriculum, or you can join in with the curriculum that, you can join in with one that I choose, or you can choose your own. All right, so I am going to up the lips. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? going to add a little teeny bit more mascara, okay? I want to show you something. Whenever you have a tube, you always want to twist, okay? You don't pump, because what happens is it sends air into the tube, and it will contaminate it, and then what happens? You have to run out and you have to buy more makeup, right? Well, I am a brand, and I would love for you to buy my makeup and buy a lot of it. However, don't waste your products and don't ruin your products. The only time you really should throw away a product is if it has an odor, or if it's just not performing the way it was originally intended, okay? Otherwise, keep your products. You can make your own custom colors and have a lot of fun with it. You're going to notice, you see that little bend there? I did that. I just put a little bit of leverage here and bent it, because our eyes are naturally bowed this way, right? And if I'm in a hurry and I don't want to curl my lashes, I am going to bend my wand. So for the evening, I'm just going to shimmy this mascara, and I'm only doing this, applying it on the outer tip, okay? The outer wings here. And I'm shimmying, if you can see that. You want to shimmy it because it separates the lashes, and it also, because it's bowed, it will curl the lashes for you. It thickens the lashes. All that good stuff. Then you can brush. You see what I'm doing? I'm taking the tip and just adding a little bit more. But first, shimmy it on, okay? I'm giving you all kinds of little secrets here, but I'll come take a class and I'll tell you a little bit more about mascara. Now, so you can see I'm starting to build up. I'm going to do a little something now. Again, liner. Don't poke me with that. People don't like that, right? Even on ourselves. So when you're lining your lips, you can actually use this lip liner as a lipstick and just flush some color in your lips. Hi, Lisa. And so again, I just want to tell you, if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask. I can see that you've joined, but I don't see anybody asking questions. So if you do have questions, just ask. But the next thing I'm going to do is use a lip liner, and I'm going to do a little X marks the spot here. I don't know if you can see that. Just a little bit. Okay. I got that makeup trick a long time ago by a makeup artist named Luann. And I'm just going to do a little bit on the bottom. Turn this on its side. Right? Flush some color in. You see how I'm flushing that in? It doesn't take a lot. This is professional stage and set makeup. It's great for every day. It's hydrating. You only need a little bit. It's very economical because you only need a little bit. It'll last you. And if you're being safe, hi, you look great with lip liner, Lisa. Just use it as a lipstick. Don't line it like a clown. You can if you want to, but that look right now, it could come back. A lot of people did a very thin line around their lips and then just kept it bare in the center. You know, with anything, it's a trend. My tagline is where classic is always in. So I help people find your inner classic, and you know, trends are basically recycled classics. So I just kind of go straight and steady along classic. It's always in, and you just turn the lip liner on its side. Okay, this is in my Winter Wonderlove collection. All right, and it is called Blackberry. It's awesome. I've been using the word awesome a lot. I'm going to have to switch up my adjectives. But when we started, I have Pink Icicle lip gloss on. That's where I started. That was my daytime lip gloss. And now, again, I'm just flushing a little color. And if you've noticed, I'm barely touching my lips, and the pigment is going right on there. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Mwah, mwah. I haven't seen you in so long, and we need to work together again soon. Very soon. Outer corners is where I put the darkest, okay? Now I'm going to go in with my Blackberry. No, excuse me, it's called Blushing Berry. Blackberry is the liner, the lip liner. Blushing Berry is the lip gloss. I'm going to take a little teeny bit and dab. Hi. Hi, Kristen. You can sign up for my classes at www.gracemariebeauty.com. click on the Face by Grace section, and you can purchase a class. And what we'll do is we can set a date, or you can email me to set a date first. If you want to do a private party, you can email me at info@gracemariebeauty.com, or you can even private message me. Okay, my number is 978-764-0799. Woo! I just gave that away to the world, but that is the business number. So if you want to call, that's fine too. All right, but you can check out the Face by Grace makeup art lessons online at gracemariebeauty.com. Last thing I'm going to do, a couple of things actually. If I want to flush a little bit more color into my cheeks, and since it's at night, I'm going to throw on a little bit of the lip gloss. Yes, the lip gloss. If I want to do a little bit more highlighting, I can use the pink icicle on the top. But I'm just basically going to, hey Ricky, hey Ellen. My sister Ellen is on here. How you doing? Did you like my, Ellen, did you like my little joke I left for you in the kitchen yesterday? Anyway, so look, I'm smiling, and that's a good thing because I'm locating my apples. So this is a really, really good routine for you to smile, okay? Smile every day. Please smile at yourself, laugh at yourself, do whatever it takes. But we need to smile because that's how we're going to get an even, okay? Dab, dab, okay? Now we're going to blend. I'm going to work my way up to, and Oscar Valencia, you're going to appreciate this because you're my sensei right now. Oscar Valencia, breaking down your walls. Got me to break down some walls. Do you see how I'm working? We all saw the Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off. You wax off. Okay, up toward, aim to the top of your ears. Okay, and it just flushed a little bit more color in my face. Okay, again, I just put a little bit of a darker color on my lips, framed out the eyes just a little bit more. And again, you can keep building and building and building. And one thing I can't do is teach you imagination. So you use your imagination, and again, you can build up your look to whatever degree you want. This is just for effect tonight, okay? So if you're satisfied, you just go ahead and you don't need a fixative for this makeup because, again, it is professional stage and set makeup. The foundations, the primers, it already has priming properties in the makeup. So I'm sorry, I just put a bracelet on. I'm going to kind of change things up here a little bit. So anyway, you don't need a fixative for this, but I'll tell you something. I'm a very conservative person as far as with makeup and using I just use a very limited amount of products. Hairspray. We have hairs on our faces. So hairspray will hold your hair in place. All you have to do is just hold that can far enough back so you don't do any damage, right? But basically just a light spritz of hairspray will hold everything in place. Christian, I'm reading your question. Do you prefer using your finger, hands versus using a sponge or applicator? Well, the sponge wedge is our best friend. I love using the sponge wedge. And when I'm working on clients, I will use the sponge wedge. Using our fingers, you noticed I used my ring finger because it has the least amount of pressure, okay? So I use my ring finger when I'm blending, but because we have oils on our fingers, you can get a great blend, but because we have oils on our fingers, we can also contaminate. So you have to just kind of be careful. Make sure you're cleaning your hands before you do your own makeup. Okay, and again, I have a paper towel down here, and come to my class, and I'll go over everything. Also, if you do take one of my classes, I have the classes are $125. They're 2 hours, and you get up to 12 pieces of makeup, and a little bit of nibbles, a signature non-alcohol drink, and then you get the downloadable version of my book that I wrote called Makeup Handbook for Yourself. So we go over, and you'll have your own reference after the class. You can download that. So I am going to see how that just added a little bit of volume to, right? a little bit of volume, and then I am going to use professional hairspray. I am huge, I am the biggest proponent of professionals. I've gone to school. I have my license. I'm a licensed stylist, and I really appreciate, hi, Melanie, how are you? I really appreciate it when other people follow suit that way. And yes, you can be a superstar makeup artist, a natural at it. But you know what? If you're that good, go to school, get your license, and get out there and work. And folks, if you're looking for advice, you know, I just suggest always going to a pro. Either do it yourself or go to a pro, but don't settle for less. If somebody's not licensed, you got to be careful, because they're not taught. A lot of people aren't taught safety and sanitation when they don't have their license. So just be careful out there. All right. So do you see what I'm doing? I'm just scrunching, scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Okay. Now, I just was in the office all day, so I'm going to take my blazer off, and then I'm going to be out the door and ready to go to wherever I need to go. Right? Well, tonight I'm going to downstairs in the kitchen to have a dinner party. So wherever you're going. So again, I just did my day look. I just transferred myself into a nice little zhushy evening look, and then you can see I have a dress on, had the blazer on, the blazer comes off, and voila, I'm out the door, right? So, anybody have any questions out there? You can ask now, and if not, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and thank you for joining, and I hope you had fun. I hope this was helpful to you, and I hope you tune in again. For more information or for products and any questions you may have, please visit my website at www.GraceMarieBeauty.com, or you can email me at info@GraceMarieBeauty.com. Ask all the questions you want. Pick up the phone. You can give me a call, and I will be more than happy to talk with you, answer your questions, and just have fun. So thank you so much. I hope I'm going to fix that. Hope wherever you're going tonight is amazing. Hope you have a great time, and we'll see you all very, very soon. Thanks again.